jump back into the buzz with Alex, Jason, and Keith.
And M.A. Roscoe is giving our brain a workout this morning, right, M.A.?
Yeah, I'm giving my brain a workout. Go ahead.
3 times 4.
12.
9 times 7.
63.
6 times 8.
42. Okay, enough. Because the thing is, you can train your body
48.
and the muscles stay for a while and then they get flabby. You do that to your brain, it sticks. That's the good news. We're going to train our brains at LearningRx coming up. Okay, one more.
8 times 7.
56?
12 times 4.
I really had to think about that one. I don't know.
Well, we know muscles get flabby if you don't use them, and the same goes for the brain. Use it or lose it.
We've heard that before. Well, after a summer off, maybe it is time to exercise your mind. M.A. Roscoe is live at LearningRx in Savage, where brain training is for kids. She's also working out. We saw you jumping and doing a little bit of physical activity while you were working your brain.
I've got to work out for you, Alex. Quickly, those 10 top small Minnesota towns. Go.
Hibbing, Ely, Pipestone, Sandstone, Walker.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good. Memory games like that, or like this. Spot It. You can pick that up at a lot of the learning type Target or Creative Kids stuff, places like that. Or if you're in the car with the kids going on vacation, tic-tac-toe without paper. You play it in the air and have to remember.
Yeah,
Richard Frieder, you thought that was a great game to play with the kids?
Absolutely. Or you can number the grid 1 through 9 and then just call out like 5, which would be the middle, and then 7. And you've got to remember where the other person went, and it's logic too.
And memory games like that, or logic, are really good to play with kids. Now, obviously, some of the games going on here are a lot more targeted because kids have taken an assessment here at LearningRx.
Yeah, exactly.
But these learning games, these memory games, are really useful for children heading back to school. Why?
Well, because memory is, I mean, we work on more than memory, like processing speed, all those skills, but memory is so critical because if kids are struggling to remember what they've learned grade to grade, then each year gets tougher, right? So think about math. If you're struggling to hold on to math facts, you get into 4th, 5th grade, you're expected to know them, and if you don't, you're just set back that much more.
Okay, so here at LearningRx, you don't teach math per se, you don't teach U.S. history per se, but you give kids the skills to remember what they've learned and to do better on tests.
Right. We get to the root issue of why students struggle with reading, math, whatever the issue is. Because it's the underlying skills that enable kids to do well in school, not just in handle the academic content. So we're a great complement to the schools because they're focused on mainly providing the content. We enable students to handle it, to work with kids with general struggles in school as well as like diagnoses like ADHD, autism, dyslexia, traumatic brain injury, concussions, those types of things.
And it would be incorrect to say this is typical, but you've had success stories where kids with ADHD have been taken off medication or gone off medication because they've strengthened some of those cognitive skills and attention skills here, doing these types of exercise.
Right, and we also, you'll notice it's really loud here. That's purposeful because that's what life in school is like, and we actually train students to tune those distractions out so that when they're in school, they're not so easily distracted by everything.
Okay, now we were talking during the break some really key things, and Alex, maybe you know this as a mom, but the transition in 3rd and 4th grade is really key, and some kids who are doing well then struggle because this is a key transitional time.
It is, yeah. And what happens, especially with reading, is kindergarten, 1st and 2nd, kids are learning to read. When you get to 3rd and 4th grade, the expectations increase, and now they're reading to learn. You know what I mean? And so it's expected when you get in 3rd and 4th, you've got to have that down. Or when kids get from grammar school to middle school, all of a sudden they're switching classes, have to track all this. Organizational skills, memory, if that's not strong, they're going to struggle in school. And those are the things we work on.
For an assessment, Richard?
Yeah, give us a call. There's 4 locations. Call us for an assessment, back to school checkup.
Very
Absolutely.
Nice. And this is the other good thing. Once you've worked out your brain, it doesn't go flabby like your abs, or as quickly.
We have, Emmy, a 98% retention rate, which is huge.
Which is way more than I can say for my abs.
No muffin tops of the mind here.
No! It's a six-pack mind! Six-pack brain right here. Yes.
Thank you,
All right,
M.A.
thanks, M.A.
Then tomorrow, M.A. takes on some of the fastest sailboats in the world with a preview of the yacht race on Lake Minnetonka. Okay, now next, from boats...